Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. And of course, we're still in a government shutdown. Nothing has changed. Congress, Republicans in Congress are still not um they're still not trying to really work out a deal. I did read some news yesterday that said that the Senate is going to try to come together again to do some stopgap funding bill, but Democrats are it's rumored that Democrats are going to vote against that stopgap funding bill to block it again. And if that is the case, good. I'm glad because ultimately this is not governing just continuing to do stopgap measures. If Republicans want to have the government open, Republicans are going to have to vote on things that help the American people and don't just make it harder and harder and not just spend their time laying down for Donald Trump. Because if Republican Congress is going to lay down for Donald Trump, why are you guys sending them to D.C.? You're wasting $200,000 a year to pay somebody that won't even work. They wouldn't do that for you. Hey, Darren, good morning to you. Hey, Zarvis, good morning. So I just want y'all to know that if you're supporting elected officials going to D.C. and not working, right? They would not support it if somebody was paying you that type of money not to work. They would tell them to fire you. So the question is, why are you protecting Congress, right? Why are you protecting Congress for no reason? Doesn't make any sense to me. Makes absolutely no sense. Hey, Brittany, good morning to you. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning. I thank you all for joining me on this Friday morning. Y'all, it's Friday. It's Friday, y'all. You made it. Okay? It's Friday and you made it. I know you got to be excited about the fact that it's Friday and you made it, right? It's Friday and you made it to the end of the week without choking somebody. That's an accomplishment. It was always an accomplishment for me. Good morning, Blue Age. Good morning, TX. Good morning, Melissa. And I said good morning to you, Brittany, already. Good morning, Kimberly. Listen, Brittany, think about it. It's hard to make it to the end of the week without having to choke somebody. What Wayne Brady say? Now I have to choke a bitch. Listen. You say, yep, except your kids. Damn, Zarvis. Hey, Lorelai, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Hey, Mel, good morning. Yeah, I'm just, because I know I'm not the only one that, when I was working, just feeling like, you know what, I could choke a bitch in. I know I could. They keep testing me. I certainly could. I certainly could. Hey, Lizette, good morning. Good morning from Sweden. Good morning. Hey, Igyan, good morning. I hope I said your name right. Look, I am never good with names. Hey, dude, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Now, I'm not going to keep this meme here, but I figured I would put this one here in preparation for Halloween coming. And since Trump loves the color orange, I don't understand that either. Um, I wanted to make sure that we celebrated the orange one first thing, Ain't that something? I love this one. That's why when I saw it, I said, I'm with Lionel. Good morning, Rod from Detroit. It's so cold in the deep. Hey. How are we even supposed to eat? Hey. Detroit in the building. Hey, Block. Good morning. You said the White House finally blocked you. That means you're doing something right. That means that you're doing something right if they finally blocked you. Real shit. If they blocked you. Because God forbid, it's so, I always find interesting with conservatives. They always talk about everybody else being a snowflake. I'm going to tell you, some of the most sensitive people you're ever going to meet in the world are fucking conservatives. Oh, they cry like you would never believe. They're some of the most crying ass fucking people. They won't let me be free by oppressing other people. Conservatives, every day. Every day. Their freedoms are always being trampled on because their freedoms are to step on you. So when they're not allowed to step on you, well, that's a violation of my rights. I'm not able to be a free American because they won't let me hate the way I want to. Hey, Mel, I ain't surprised the White House blocked them. I told you they tender little bitties over there. Tender. But I want y'all to remember something that Donald Trump told us. You like that accent? Look, my that's courtesy of my family. Look, let me find the quote. Because this was Trump who said this quote. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. It was Donald Trump who said this. Okay, I can't find it right now, but essentially Donald Trump said back in the day, if the government is shut down, it is a failure of the president of the United States. And I saw your question, Brittany, and this is going into that. Is that it's a failure on the president. And that's the truth. It's a failure on the president because essentially he has told Republican Congress not to negotiate. Okay, so then it's a failure on the president. See, my grandmother taught me when you're in charge, shit rolls uphill. You know how usually like things, gravity, right? Things are going to roll down, right? Not when you're in charge. When you're in charge, shit rolls uphill. It defies gravity. Everything that happens comes back to whomever's in charge, right? That's just the way it is when you're in charge. And this is why some people shouldn't be in charge because they don't want to accept the responsibility that comes with being in charge, right? Yeah, I saw that Schumer called him out on his words. My only thing is I'm watching Chuck Schumer because his punk ass better not fold. Because y'all know Chuck ain't got no backbone. You understand? No, stand tall, stand firm, Democrats. Don't let up and keep that shit shut down. Good morning to you all. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. We made it. Listen, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about the fact that we made it to Friday. Okay? That's the part that excites me the most. Now, I want to ask you guys to do a couple things for me while you're here. If you could tap that like button, because tapping is clapping. I appreciate you doing that. So if you could tap that like button, I appreciate it. And then if you could hit that copy link button. Copy link counts as a share. You don't have to send it to anybody, but copying it counts as a share to TikTok, which helps to boost the live. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, XM. Thank you, Ant, for sharing. I appreciate that. You say Republicans are blaming the government on Democratic people when True, but Republicans are doing what Republicans do all the time. They blame other people. But when Republicans are the minority party and they shut down the government, they say it's a good thing. So we should be celebrating, y'all. We did it. See, y'all got to learn to take back your power from people like this and lean into the shit like they do. You understand? Lean into the shit like they do. See, the problem is y'all be afraid to lean into it. Yup, we shut that shit down. Sure did. We shut it down because we care about people having health insurance. So we sure did. And we'll keep that shit shut down until you're ready to compromise. Lean into it. They do. See, this is the thing that people realize. When you don't lean into something, it's almost if you're afraid of it. You're scared. You're ashamed. You think you did something wrong. Right? Right? That's what you think. Did you see Trump AI Reaper video he put out? No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Unlike Paw, I'm not sundowning. You understand? So I don't stay up in the middle of the night on the fucking internet and shit. I be sleep. But Paw be up all times of the night raging. This is why he falls asleep during important cabinet meetings. This is why Trump falls asleep during important cabinet meetings. Real talk. That's why he falls asleep during important cabinet meetings. Because he's up all night on the fucking internet, carrying on and playing games and shit. Talking, tweeting, all this other shit. That's not going to do nothing for you and your family. That don't change your circumstance for you and your family. You should be asking the White House, well, how is this helping me? For the president to be on the internet trolling it, it's not helping you. Hey, Ashera, good morning. Happy Friday to you. It's not helping you. You losing while the president playing games on the fucking internet. Now, I want you to see something. ExxonMobil is going to slash 2,000 jobs. ExxonMobil is slashed to, again, drill, baby, drill. I wasted tea on myself. Tag it. But they say drill, baby, drill. Trump administration told you they was going to be drilling and have so much oil. You would never know. We going to have so much, it's going to drive the prices down. Not only are the prices not any cheaper, we in a worse off way than we were before. You said, how do I feel? How do these MAGA people feel about giving $20 billion to Argentina? You know how they feel? They ain't going to say shit. They scared of Paw. Let's talk about it. Call it out. MAGA ain't going to do shit. They're sheep. They going to lay there like good little obedient boys and girls with dirty necks since they don't use washcloths. They're not going to say shit. They're scared of Trump. They scared of Trump's geriatric ass. They ain't going to say nothing. They going to sit there because they punks and they scared. See, you would only say something. Think about it. You would only say something if you had courage. These people don't have courage. They're suckers. They suckers. It's like the pro-Palestinian people that show up at Kamala Harris events, but they don't have none of that smoke for Donald Trump. It's fake shit. They don't give a fuck about Palestine. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. And that's real talk. Those people are full of shit. I told y'all a long time ago, liberals should have stopped being nice to those people and start putting them out of places just like Trump does. Fuck, if I was Kamala, this would be me. As soon as they come in chanting, free Palestine, free Palestine. Security, put their ass on up out of here. They not gonna come in here and disrupt shit that we doing. Where the fuck y'all been at for months? Get the fuck out of here. That would have been me. Fuck being nice to these people. They not nice. Fuck them. The problem is liberals keep treating people better than what they deserve. You keep giving people things that they don't deserve. Treat them the way they behave. Treat them the way they behave. Exactly. They didn't vote for her, but they mad she can't help. Instead of them protesting to the person who's in charge that could help, they sit real quiet because they full of shit. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. These protesters are full of unadulterated shit. They don't want to change nothing. Good morning, Snickers. They don't want to change nothing. They just want to stick their finger in the food. And quiet as kept, I'm going to keep it all the way a buck. They got a lot of anti-blackness. That part don't get talked about enough. So fuck you and your causes. You don't like my people, fuck you and your causes too then. Fuck we look like. Worried about you and your causes when you ain't worried about me and my causes. I'm like, we not doing that no more. That's why y'all don't see me make no videos about it. Oh no, I stay out of that shit. Oh no, I stay out of that shit. See, what you not gonna do is be disrespectful and racist to my people and think that then my people supposed to be going out of their way to rep for your people. Where we do that at? Not me. Who you think I am? Tim fucking Scott? Who you think I am? A black Republican? Only black Republicans let you disrespect their blackness and keep supporting them. Shit. Black Republicans almost don't even know they're black Republicans until they've been disrespected for their blackness. And it's like, oh yeah, I am black. Damn it. I keep forgetting that. Wow. Yep, say it again, XM. I don't take apologies for racism. You can apologize. I don't give a fuck. I'm still not fucking with you. You already showed me who you were. Now I'm showing you who the fuck I am. God forgives, I don't. Eh? They're gonna learn. They're gonna learn. I'm not the one to play with. I ain't the one to play with. I'm not really into that. You said Republican Party for people who hold sellout, including blacks. You're absolutely correct. But to be in the Republican Party is a sellout to white people too, because Republicans are keeping you poor. So if you're voting Republican, you're voting for poverty. You're voting to stay poor. So if you can't get out of that hole and you keep voting Republican and you mad, take your ass in the bathroom and look in that dirty ass mirror you got. And notice I said dirty because I know the mirror is dirty, right? And the blame lies with you because you're voting for people that keep you poor. You want to change the circumstance, you got to do something different. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting something different. I'm going to show you something else that's happening. Americans are saying in a few months, they expect prices to go up. I hope y'all know the higher prices that you're paying at the grocery store are not as high as they can go. That's high for right now. Those prices going to keep on going up. Why? These companies want to make money. They want to keep their profits high for their shareholders and their investors. They're not going to take a hit on their profits to pacify you and your wallet. Now, let me stop for a second and say good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Happy Friday. We are here. We made it. Friday. Yes, I thank you for joining me today on Friday. Listen, don't forget to listen to the Straight No Chaser podcast. This is especially true for that Wednesday episode that I just dropped. If it's America's getting to be a lot for you, but moving is not an option. You need to look at creating a parallel life. Check out that episode because I tell you in detail what a parallel life is, how you create it, how you maintain it. And trust me, most of you have already been living parallel lives. You just didn't know what it was called. Go check that issue out, that episode, and share it with somebody that you know that needs it. The link is in my profile. That's where you can go to my website and get access to the podcast. I'm on Spotify, Patreon, and YouTube. Okay, but prices are going to keep on going up. Now, my question to you all is, how high does something have to go before you won't buy it anymore? Hey, Lola. Good morning, beautiful. And don't forget, tapping is clapping. Tapping is clapping, you guys. And if you could hit that copy link button for me, I appreciate it. Copy link counts as a share. You don't even have to send it to anybody. Thank you so much, Allison. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Good morning, Amar. Hyperinflation would not shock me. It wouldn't shock me either. But Apple, how much is too high for you before you say, I'm out? I'm not buying that. You say you love your expensive cream of wheat. But create ways. How high does it have to go before you say, I'm not buying it? Good morning, Dorian. Because there's a stop point for everybody, right? On buying certain things. Yeah, $6 eggs. I'm still buying eggs, but I know there's going to come a time where I'm going to have to back away from eggs. I'm thinking $15, I'm out. I just can't afford doing it. Oh, you said good lunch meat, Ryan. You're back to buying bologna. You know what's funny, Ryan? I'm so cheap, I don't even buy bologna. That shit too pricey. I don't buy Spam. Spam's too pricey. Spam used to be a cheap meat, but it's too pricey. For that cost, I'm not paying that much for Spam. Mm-mm. Nope. Too pricey for my blood. So I don't buy it. Oh, you said, Greg, you don't buy a lot of eggs? $15 for bacon? Yeah. I have been lucky because I usually buy bacon in bulk. I buy it from like Costco, but I have been able to find bacon for like $5 on sale. And when I find it, I buy a couple packs, throw it in the deep freezer. Yeah, fast food is too expensive. It is. The only place that has really cheap fast food is you can still go to Wendy's and get that $5 biggie bag. That's still the best deal in fast food that there is. You're buying a half pound of the good deli turkey. Ah, you got money, Christian. Bacon did go up starting at $8. $8 is a lot for bacon. If $8, I wouldn't buy it $8 a pack. I go to Costco and get a 4 pack of bacon for that price because it's still going to be cheaper than what it would be in the grocery store for $8. See, Mandy, you say you were just thinking about how they used to sell spam on the black market. Yeah, they did. And I remember there was a time that people would look down on people who ate spam. They said it was cheap meat. Shit, you a lie. Spam is delicious. You got duck eggs for $3 a carton from a local farmer. It's great. Yeah, that's a good idea to check your local farmers if you have access. $7 a box at Taco Bell. Oh no, that's too much for Taco Hell. Ziploc bags are outrageous. Yeah, that's too much for Ziploc bags. Y'all got listen. I was already doing this, but maybe it was just me. I don't just throw a Ziploc bag away just because I use it. I will rinse that bitch out and dry it and use it multiple times. Don't tell me y'all was buying Ziploc bags and throwing them in the trash after one use. I wasn't doing that anyway. Shit, I wasn't raised to do that. Man, Greg, I wish I could get my hands on some government cheese. Best cheese on earth. Best cheese on earth. Okay, Zarvis, you was doing the same thing. I'm like, yeah, I was washing out. I still wash out Ziploc bags. I never stopped. I never stopped. Like, what? And quiet as kept, I don't really buy name brand Ziploc very much. Because just so y'all know, Aldi's and Lidl's has great Ziploc products, like their own store brands that are fantabulous and cheap, including freezer bags for the freezer. Stop buying name brand Ziploc. That shit costs too much. It's overpriced. You paying for the name. And if I only dry my clean hands on a paper towel, I'm gonna let it dry and use it. Exactly. But I told y'all about paper towels. I did a video on it. Listen, I'm funny about things I do videos about because videos take time, right? I showed y'all the video. I did more than one video about those Swedish dish towels. That shit worked. That shit has great pick me up power. Them Swedish dishcloths. One Swedish dishcloth is the equivalent of 7 pieces of paper towel, and you can wash them in your washer. Fuck that shit. Oh no, paper towel costs too much to just be throwing shit in the trash. It costs too much. Hey Val, good morning. Remember when you could afford to eat for a week with some packs of ramen? Yeah, ramen noodles are expensive. Now I'm gonna tell you a noodle pack I buy now that I think tastes better than ramen. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Tastes better than ramen, cheaper than ramen because their price is still $1 or maybe $1.25. Good morning, chef. Maybe $1.25. I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Those right there. Yakisoba noodles, $1. Them things are still $1. Still $1. The price hasn't changed. I say they taste better than ramen. Ramen noodle brand. To me. Yep. Yakisoba is a very good brand of noodle, and you can still get it for $1, at the most $1.25. Aldi's has them all the time. All the time. You better go. And another thing you need to get, buy you egg noodles, buy you plain ramen noodles out of Aldi's. Use chicken broth, use vegetable broth, soup it up with other flavors. You got ramen. It's still cheaper than buying a pack of ramen noodles. That's cheaper, ultimately, what I'm telling you. That's the cheapest route to go. The cheapest route. Now, you can go get a 5-pack of ramen noodle from the dollar store for $1.25. You can, if they have them in stock. You can get a 5-pack of ramen noodle from the dollar store for $1.25. Say it again, Zarvis. Egg noodles are delicious. Folks be sleeping on egg noodles. You can get full on egg noodles. Make you a meal with egg noodles and some biscuits, egg noodles and some cornbread. You can get full on it. Yep, Penny. You can have canned chicken, other potted meats, Vienna sausages, sardines. I'm telling you, a lot of you that's bougie, you're going to have to get out of your bouginess, beloved. That $75 brunch, I don't do $75 brunches. It's not that I couldn't afford to. I was just like, why the fuck would I do that? Y'all know me and breakfast and brunches and buffets and shit. I have an issue with that. Because buffets that have breakfast, they always have bacon that's limp. I like my bacon hard like it's on Cialis. You know what I'm saying? I like my bacon like that, right? I want Cialis bacon. Crispy, hard, stiff, right? I don't want that limp bacon. I don't even understand people who can eat that shit at a buffet. I don't get it. You pick it up, that bacon like, don't nobody want no bacon like that. I want my bacon like, you know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. That's why I don't do buffet bacon. That's why really I don't eat out at buffets for breakfast. Because I prefer hard bacon. Yep, cut your ground beef. So you don't have to use as much. Cut it with other things. Mushrooms, lentils, carrots, cabbage, whatever you need to cut it with. Cut it. Cut that meat. I'm telling you, that's how you're going to make and save money. Ultimately, that's how you're going to make and save money. Y'all got to learn to be more intentional about where you spend your money. Real talk. Y'all got to learn to be more intentional. Yeah, ground turkey is good too, but ground turkey done got pricey too. All meat has gone up. All meat is expensive. They say Sam's Club has a 24-pack of noodles for $6. So for those of you with a Sam's Club membership, they got 24-pack of noodles for $6. That's a great deal. That is a great deal. I'm going to tell you another great deal because I was just in Home Depot the other day. Because these things are expensive. Y'all know the filters for your HVAC systems? The filters for your HVAC systems? At Home Depot right now, because I just was in there the other day and I just took advantage of this deal. You buy 2 filters. I think it's two or 3 filters. You get 1 for free or you get 2 for free. I think it's either you buy 2, get 2. You can't beat that. Plus the filters are on sale. Take your ass to Home Depot and stock up on those filters and put them up. So you have them. Because they're going to get more expensive. So put them up. Get the filters and put them up. You understand? Take your ass to Home Depot before the sale is over and get those filters for your HVAC systems. Because fall is almost here. If you haven't changed your filter in a while, you know you need to change your filter. It's going to stretch out the life of your HVAC system. And in this economy, you ain't got money to do it. You say, is the 1-cent sale real? Which 1-cent sale, dude? I can tell you this. If somebody sells you something where you buy something and if you buy one more duplicate of it and it's a penny, the deal is this. They've already factored in the cost of getting the other one as a penny, so they soup up the cost of the first one. So technically, yeah, it's a penny, but that's a promotional thing to get you to buy something if that's the case. But at Home Depot, that sale on these damn filters is a good sale. Because I got filtered. The filter itself was only like $7. You buy 2 filters, $7 each, you get 2 more for free. Shit, that's a good ass deal. Go get yourself up. Matt, no, it was buy 2, get 1 free. But you still can't beat that. That's a good deal. I buy the large can of tuna for 43 ounces for $11 at Sam's. I have a big family. That's a good idea. 43 ounces, that's a lot of tuna. Damn. But that's the best way to do it because it's cheaper to buy it in that way, Cassie, than it is to buy it in smaller increments. And for those of you who don't have enough people in your home to go to Costco, go to BJ's. You can buy smaller increments of things in bulk, but you can still buy in bulk, which is cheaper. Your town only has a Lowe's. Ah, okay. But you know what? You can buy home. You can shop at Home Depot on the internet. They'll deliver. What? They deliver. Yep. Go online. Buy it off the internet on Home Depot. Quiet is kept. Sometimes, a lot of times, Home Depot on the internet is cheaper than Home Depot inside the building. Because Home Depot inside the building, you got to pay for the building. You paying for the employees in the building. You paying for the lights being on. You paying for all the shit associated with running a store. But if you buy it online, it's cheaper. Yep, April's right. Stock up on your cold stuff and your pain stuff. Yep, she's right. Stock up on the things when things are cheap, stock up on them. Real talk, stock up on them. Get you some coupons, and when you in your grocery store, go to the areas that have the end caps. The end caps, an end cap is at the end of every aisle. At the end of every aisle, at a grocery store, they're going to have, or any store, they're going to have a display. And a lot of times it's clearance stuff. Now, I will say in grocery stores, their end caps are not always clearance. Their end caps tend to be other sales stuff. In grocery stores, their clearance stuff tends to be on bottom racks or at the very front of the grocery store off to the side where most people just walk by when they first come in and don't even pay attention to. And just so you know, the stuff on clearance, you can still use coupons against it. Yeah, you can still use manufacturer coupons on things on clearance. As long as the coupon allows you to, you can still use it. So if you know what I know, check out your clearance racks. When you go in places like Walmart, their clearance is usually on an end cap, on the back side end cap at that. Not on the front side end cap, on the back side end cap. Walk those backside end caps across all departments, you get to see clearance. Now I can tell you with makeup and stuff like that, they'll put like that the hair section and all that, they'll put it on the backside end cap, but they'll also put it on bottom shelves in Walmart. So in Walmart, you gotta look in both places. And in Walmart, they do take manufacturer coupons for clearance items. I got a whole Dutch oven out of Walmart that I still own, a heavy duty red Dutch oven out of Walmart for $5, caught it on the clearance end cap years ago. Folks be sleeping. Yeah, Walmart has a clearance aisle, but Zarvis, every department has a clearance end cap. Folks don't be paying attention to them clearance end caps because they just run to the clearance aisles. No, go to those clearance end caps. That's where the real deals are in Walmart. And you can use coupons on clearance items. You can nearby get that shit for free. Good morning, Shauna. You can get it for free. Yep, make your own bread. Miss Lola, I'm glad you mentioned it. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I bought a bread maker from the TikTok shop. No, they did not send it to me for free. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. You might see my videos and shit, but TikTok shop don't give me shit like that for free. I bought it because I was like, going to the store and seeing $7 fucking bread was not my idea of a good ass night. You understand? So I was like, nah. I'm gonna start just making my own fucking bread. Cause I already like do biscuits and all these other things. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna just get a bread maker mostly for the kneading. Cause kneading is exhausting, kneading bread. Hate it. I love the TikTok shop too, but I be trying to do the right thing. But every time I try to leave, something keeps calling me back. Hey, that damn TikTok shop is the worst. It's the worst. But you're right. Homemade bread is so much better. So I will be making homemade bread. I'm thinking about doing a live event when I'm using my bread maker and making some bread during a live event and we just kick it and talk. I make bread. I may do that. So we can really see how this bread maker works. So y'all can see the good things and you can see the bad things. Yep. Say it again, John. Never buy anything unless you really want it because you're going to have buyer's remorse. And I really wanted that bread maker. So much so when I ordered it the first time, it didn't show up. I reached out to the seller, let them know I ain't get it. They gave me a refund. I ordered it again and I got the second one. Okay, I'll make bread in the live. I'll make bread in the live tomorrow. That's what I'll do tomorrow. I will make bread in the live. So we can use the bread maker together and you all can see for yourself if it's easy to use, if it makes good bread. Like I don't have a reason to lie to you. You know what I mean? Because if I don't like something, I just don't make a video for it. What a concept. That's why I don't like taking free shit out of the TikTok shop. You take free shit out of the TikTok shop, you're bound to make fucking videos. But what if you don't like it? But if you buy it, you pick and choose if you want to make a video about it. And I just am so excited about this bread maker. I'm in love with it. I hugged her. My daughter's like, you have to name her. I'm going to name her. I just haven't figured out a name for her yet. My truck is named Jay-Z. So I've got to figure out the perfect name for her or him. I don't know what this bread maker is going to be. I don't know the gender of my bread maker yet. Hey, Karima, good morning. I don't know the gender for my bread maker yet, but I'll figure out one. But we'll do a live on Saturday where we are breaking bread, making bread, so y'all can see how the bread maker works. And if it's worth, I think it's worth it to be making your own bread so that you don't have to pay $7 for bread in the store. It's gray, Lisa. I got a gray bread maker. They had all these different colors, but I wanted gray. So I got gray. So I'm gonna see, I already washed the parts on it. So I trust me, I'm such a nerd. I read through the whole manual. You know how you're not supposed to use your appliances till you read the whole manual? I read the whole thing. Because I am so excited. For me personally, I can't speak for anybody else, but I love a new gadget or appliance. And one of the first things I love to do is read the manual. Because the manual tells you about all this other shit that you didn't probably know you could do. So I'm going to do it. You say, my bread is a large Swedish woman with strong hands. Listen. I ain't got hands like Shaq, but my bread maker does. So I'm anticipating. Now, I tell you what I've missed. Another thing that I'm going to do, because I'll probably do more than one live baking bread. I've got to go on eBay because y'all told me about this, but I've yet to do it. I've got to buy my Pullman loaf because I need a Pullman loaf pan because the bread maker only lets you bake loaves so big. And I told y'all, I want to bake sandwich bread that's big and cut it thick, like the bread you see Della Reese making them sandwiches for in Harlem Nights. I want bread so big and thick that if I slapped you with that piece of bread, you'd have a bruise. Oh, I can't wait to make that bread. I am so excited about making that level of bread. I told y'all. Oh, you just watched my video about the bread maker. Listen, in this economy, make you some money. Get yourself a bread maker, bake you some bread, and take orders from people and deliver it and make you some money. Shit. What? You better make you some money in this economy. It's murderous out here. What they say, it's murder. I have a bread knife, but can I say, Zarvis, I have been looking on eBay to see if there's some other bread cutting contraption I need. You know, that y'all tell me, is there a certain contraption I need that's going to help me cut my bread uniform? My loaf bread's uniform? I'm waiting to see. Now, I Googled it. They just said a soft serrated bread knife. I don't want to do it that way. I want something fun. But I don't need to buy nothing else. I don't have no money for it. Oh, they said I could get a bread slicer. Does anybody on here own a bread slicer? Called a bread miter box. Anybody have one of those? I have an electric knife too. I don't know if maybe I should just use that. But does anybody here have a bread slicer? Is it worth it? You don't have one, Zarvis? I don't have one either. But I'm assuming nobody does. So it's probably not even worth it to get that. Yeah, so I won't. You have a small one for French loaves. Okay. So somebody has a smaller one. I'm looking here on eBay. Oh no, honey. $77. No, I would only buy one of these if I was. Oh, no. Wait a minute. There's one for $7.33. I see you say yes. Okay. There's one where I could just sit my loaf in there and then I can just slice down with my bread knife. Perfect. $7.33. Yep. What? Yep. And I probably do need some bread bags too. Look. Let me make to keep it fresh. Or I just need a bread container because mine's gonna be at home until I decide if I'm gonna sell any bread. Also, I want to let y'all know. Don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. New episode dropped on Wednesday, especially if you're trying to keep your fucking sanity in this Americas that we have here. Check it out. Also, this morning, today is Freebie Friday, baby. So today is Freebie Friday, right? So about 9:45, I'm hopping over to Patreon and we having an uncensored Freebie Friday because we do uncensored discussions over there. So if you're not already signed up for the Patreon, click the link in my bio and come on over because today we doing Freebie Friday. Look, we already at 50,000 likes in here this morning. Now I'm not going to keep on. Talking about this bread thing, but I'll be on tomorrow morning with my bread slicer, and we're gonna try to bake some bread tomorrow. It says, "Do you refrigerate the bread?" I don't know. I'm gonna look up best practices. I would assume so if you're in an environment where the temperature fluctuates a lot, because if not, that bread's gonna spoil on you. It's gonna sweat out and start molding. Because you got to remember, you got perishable items that are inside of it as a part of the ingredients to make the bread. So, you know, Kim says put paper towel because that helps with moisture. Yeah, because it'll spoil quick on you if you don't. Yep. So you're going to have to do something. Yep. But honestly, I refrigerate my bread that I buy at the store. That's not fresh baked. I still refrigerate it because the temperatures can fluctuate so much in the house that I don't want the bread to mold before we use it. So it's just easier to put it in the refrigerator. So we don't have to worry about molding and we don't have to rush to try to eat bread because we don't want to worry about having to throw it out and wasting money. Nobody wants to worry about that. That's the thing. There's nothing worse than wasting food and because it's money that you're essentially wasting. You're ultimately wasting money. And so you want to be mindful of that. You know, you want to be mindful of wasting money. You certainly want to be mindful. So let me stop for a second again and say good morning, good morning, good morning. Now, let's get into a couple of other things that are happening this AM or in general. Well, you can't see it all the way here because I cut it too small. But I want y'all to see hiring in the United States is at its lowest level since 2009. Since 2009, hiring is at its lowest levels. America's doing pretty fucking bad. I don't know about the people around you, but you need to make sure you check on the people around you. I told you that you need to start a co-op. Isn't she pretty? Yeah, Trump's tariffs. Trump's tariffs are a tax to the American people. And Trump taxes are what's keeping you down so bad. It's Trump taxes. It is ultimately Trump taxes. And until Congress is going to step in and do something about it, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change until that happens. You're right. Tariffs pay. I'm going to tell you what tariffs are paying for. Tariffs are paying to terrorize people here in America, immigrants, and push them out. That's what tariffs are paying for. Uh huh. I saw a story this morning of a man who who had been working and got people deported, only to find out he's not here legally. He ain't got his own fucking papers. He was doing all that shit to get other people deported, and he ain't even here legally. Come to find out, his birth certificate was fraudulent. He was born in fucking Mexico. I ain't lying, Zarvis. I saw it yesterday. He was born in fucking Mexico. His parents had gotten a fake birth certificate when he was a child so that he could function in society. So as an adult, he run around, he get your papers. Get your papers, America, get your papers. And come to find out he didn't even have his fucking papers. He didn't even have his papers. Say it again, right? That's one way to assimilate. What happened to that $5,000 stimulus they were going to give us? Man, I'm still waiting on well, actually, I do have a Doge check. I do. Doge sent me a check. I just need to do a video about it. It's a huge check. Huge. You say, who we talking about? We talking about everybody, Miss Blue Dove. Miss Blue Love, everybody. What Doge checks? The checks that you'll get in February, Ashira. Yeah. You're going to get your Doge check in February 3035. But I already got my Doge check. Shit, I got so much money over here, I ain't even cashed it yet. Kimberly, how did you know that my Doge check came with a unicorn? Girl, how'd you know? You got one too, didn't you, sis? You know? But yeah, I'm like, I'm going to do a video about my Doge check and ask MAGA if they got their Doge check. Because I got mine. You know, now that I think about it, MAGA's having a horrible, horrible last couple of months. They didn't get sucked up in the rapture, and they didn't get a Doge check. Damn. Damn. They losing on both fronts, right? Oh, now they saying the check is going to be $1,000 to $2,000. Wait. No. That's not good enough. I thought we were going to get thousands and thousands of dollars. That's what I thought. Oh, I guess not. Okay. All right. I'm seeing here a soybean farmer. He's all upset. He says the soybean market is terrible. It's all tariffs. It's all tariffs. You voted for it. The fuck? Trump got them in a trade war the first time he was president. Y'all forgot. We had a trade war the first time Trump was president. It just didn't last as long. So these dumbass farmers who voted for him again, my heart bleeds peanut butter. I hope you lose everything. I'm like, you say no checks, just bags of old pennies. Ew, because you know old pennies be stanking. Yuck. Now I need y'all to know something else that your raggedy ass president has done in this raggedy ass administration. Trump has posted a list of enemies to the White House website. And of course it's just Democrats, right? Because apparently anybody that's an enemy of Trump is an enemy of America. I don't know how those two things joined in together, but somehow, some way, being an enemy of Trump made you an enemy of America by proxy. Okay. Don't he look better in this dress than a suit? Quiet as kept, this dress kind of complements those tiny little hands. And this is the perfect dress to hide those fat ass ankles. Yes, it is illegal to do, Kiera, but he doesn't. I don't know if it's illegal, but it's uncouth and it's unpresidential. But Republicans have decided that this is presidential. That's what he's decided. That's why I say Democrats, keep this fucking government shut the fuck down. Keep it shut down. Keep it shut down. Real talk. Oh, Trump looks like his mother. And that's not nothing to brag about either. But he looks like her. He certainly looks like her. Now, Mike Johnson, he tried to hold a press conference talking about why he thinks Democrats pushed a shutdown. Quiet as kept, Republicans want a shutdown because without a shutdown, they don't have to release those Epstein files. Do you understand? Without a shutdown, they don't have to release the Epstein files. These people know exactly what they're doing. Exactly what they're doing. Exactly. They wanted a shutdown because a shutdown makes it so they can just pretend that nothing's happening. Yep, House ain't in session to vote on nothing. Yet Mike Johnson, though, can call a press conference and have House Republicans behind him about it, but they couldn't show up the couple of days before the shutdown to still try to work out something. Okay. Yep, Democrats still showing up. You say Muslims are discriminated because they oil. What do you mean they oil? Mike needs to go hug on his boyfriend. Chill. Mike ain't gonna tell nobody he got a boyfriend. Y'all know he just gonna sit and lie and pretend. But never forget, Donald Trump said this exact statement. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on for a second. See, you can't see it all the way. But I'm gonna read. But you can see this one all the way. Hold on. Okay. So you can see this one all the way. That 45% of government shutdown days in the entire US history happened during Trump's presidency. Trump. Now, this is Donald Trump's quote from 2013. A shutdown falls on the president's lack of leadership. I mean, problems start from the top and they have to get solved from the top. A shutdown means the president is weak. Don't forget about that. A shutdown means the president is weak. Donald Trump is weak. Donald Trump is weak. That's why the government is shut down, because he's weak and he's incapable of compromise, negotiation, period. Yeah, you do have Hispanic people, AJ, supporting Trump, but that's also why you don't see me carrying on out here about the deportations. Why am I supposed to carry on harder than the people who are your people carry on about it? They voted for it. Fuck, I look like stopping something that you wanted. Oh, now you don't want it because you didn't think it would apply to you, but it does? Oh, well, too bad, so sad. I don't know what you want me to do. Say it again, J Fig. If the American government is shut down, it means he's not the deal maker he pretends to be. Hey, KT, good morning. Tamara, thank you for the share. Donald Trump is not the deal maker that he pretends to be to everybody else. He's not the deal maker that he intends to be to everybody else at all. And that's why America is where it is right now. Because not only is he not a deal maker, Republicans are too afraid to work out deals. Right? They just know that to work out deals. Uh, my watch. Okay, I don't even know. I just want y'all to know I'm looking here. Oh, and I mentioned this yesterday. Remember, we talked about that statue that was in front of that was on the mall of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump talking about how they're friends and holding hands and they're in a skipping kind of pose. Well, that statue is back up. They've built another one and it's back. This time they got their little heel kicked up like they so cute and they holding hands like they're in love, like we're the bestest of bestest friends and everything and stuff, you know. So I was very excited to see it, you know. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that's happening. Now, a question was asked was asked of people, should the Epstein files be released? 82% of MAGA Republicans say yes. 83% of Republicans say yes. 86% of independents say yes. And 90% of Democrats say yes. So I don't know. I'm asked the question, why we still don't have them files? Your Congress don't give a fuck that you want them. They're protecting whoever they're protecting. So they trying to make sure that this stuff doesn't get out there. Think about it. Ain't too many things that we all agree on, even MAGA. Think about it. There are not too many things that we all agree on, including MAGA. Those Epstein files are one of them. Hmm. That and inflation is out of control. The prices of things are out of control. Now, just so y'all know, something else happened too. Trump dementia as a search phrase has hit an all-time high on Google after Google AI is reported to have suppressed the search. Of course, we know that. We know that because none of these companies want to piss off the president. We know that. Absolutely, positively. It's just that the fact that this is where we are is insane. Period. Is insane. Now, Trump, look, I just saw something else. Trump is called, hey, Miss Marie, Trump is calling Democrats the party of hate, evil, and Satan in a late night rant. Didn't I say Paw is up all times of the night, sundown, and he's up all times of the night, sundown, and all times of the fucking night. Yeah, I saw yesterday that he said he's going to implement more of Project 2025, but I want to remind y'all something. Y'all remember when Donald Trump said he don't know nothing about Project 2025? Remember when he told you that? He said, I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know what people are talking about. We told y'all Trump was lying. Now he don't have to pretend no more. He don't have to pretend. He got the job. He's in there. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do. But to all those fucking big dummies, because I know you listening, the big dummies who thought that everybody was making shit up, Trump just exposed again that he took you for, and that you're willing to go for the ride. Period. Yeah, Trump's a liar, but the thing is, Trump ain't a good liar. You're right, Leonard. You're right. Leonard, ultimately, you're very right. Trump is taking our attention away from all these things because he don't want the Epstein files released. Just like all this bullshit y'all see in the press when they keep popping up things, ask yourself, when you got to hear about Trump attacking Disney or Trump attacking something just arbitrary, ask yourself, what is it that they don't want us to pay attention to? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. What is it that they don't want us to pay attention to that we should be paying attention to that we're not paying attention to because we're looking at this shit here instead? That honestly needs to be a thought process with all of this stuff. You got to start thinking that way. Real talk. You have to start thinking that way. Oh, Trump is a proven failure. But according to MAGA, because he had a show on TV, fake firing people, it doesn't matter what the real stuff says about his real success or lack thereof. Because why? America. What did I tell y'all yesterday? Y'all better make some money off of fucking MAGA in this economy. Make some money. Sell some liberal tier water, bottled water. Sell liberal tier money. Real talk. Make money. Because at the end of the day, they're going to make money. Rich people are going to make money anyway. Rich people are going to make money anyway. So since rich people are going to make money anyway, why shouldn't you? You got to take care of your family too. Now, I was joking when I said it to you yesterday, but I was fucking serious. You know, I was fucking serious. I play, it's in jest, but I meant what I said. I meant what I said. That ultimately, you need to be making some money in this economy off of this silly shit. Everybody else is. Trump selling tennis shoes, cereal, watches. Why you can't sell nothing? Good morning, Duna. You said all the so-called luxury brands are having super sales because they need people to buy their shit. See, them luxury brands, they ain't luxury. What it is they use rich people to convince you to convince working class people to buy that shit. But working class people ain't buying it right now. So these luxury brands are hurting. Mm-hmm. Fuck them in they sales. Whatever sale they charging is what they should be charging every day for the shit anyway. If you want to keep it all the way a buck, is what they should charge every day for it. But instead, they charge ridiculous, overpriced stuff for it. Instead, that's what happens instead. But ultimately, that's what should happen. Yeah, luxury is suddenly an everyday acquired item. You know why? Because luxury, I told y'all, real luxury, what rich people call luxury, is not something we can access because we don't have the money. That's just the truth. Real luxury isn't going to cut corners for working class people to enjoy it. What is the benefit for them? Nothing. That's fake luxury. That's what I've been telling y'all the whole time. Real luxury doesn't cut corners nor costs. This is the cost. You got to decide if you want to pay it. Exactly, John. Real luxury is a four-season subscription. You think they're going to offer it for one of us to be able to fucking buy it? And Zarvis, thank you, Zarvis, for saying that. For working class people like us, luxury is time. Boom. Luxury is freedom. Luxury is when you work for yourself because you got the time to do whatever the fuck you want to do when you want to do it. That is luxury for working class people. Working class people don't want to have that conversation though. Yeah. Because for working class people, you don't let rich people trick you into a job is luxury. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Mm-mm. Making your own money and being able to do what you want when you want to do it is luxury. Rich people don't like you to have that type of luxury. Rich people don't like that because they want to dictate. They want to dictate that shit to you. You understand? But that's real luxury. That's real luxury. If you want me to keep it all the way a buck, that is real luxury. And I think most people don't get that. Most people think luxury is fucking Yeezy slides. Well, no fucking Yeezy slides. That ain't no fucking luxury. You know the most luxurious thing that the Kardashians possess? Being business owners and being able to work for themselves and do what they want when they want. That is the luxury that they have. All the other shit, that's stupid shit. The luxury that the Kardashians have is the freedom to do what they want when they want to. You know who else got luxury? You know somebody people don't talk about? Like, for example, see, young as y'all don't realize this, but the Kardashians, they got small money. Kardashians are not what rich people call big money. And they're not even classy, not to rich people. Come on. Come on. They're not classy. They got too much of their business out for everybody. Rich people don't give a fuck. They're not doing reality shows. Not the ones who care about themselves and their reputation. They're not doing reality for what? I'm living my best fucking life. I don't need to do reality. I am reality. I am reality, right? I'm trying to help y'all tap into luxury. Create your parallel fucking life. Stop trying to be like rich people who ultimately have real luxury, but the luxury are not the things that they own. That's not their luxury. Their luxury is the things that they possess. Why is it doing? That's ultimately what they have. It's the things that they put. It's not the things they possess. It's the time that they have to do what they want when they want to do it. That is an important. That's an important situation to be able to do stuff when you want to do it. This is not. Sorry, you guys. I'm fixing something in preparation for our meeting. I mean our freebie Friday coming up on the other side. So that's what y'all got to understand. That's what y'all got to understand. Yeah, real money is them Saudis. That's disrespectful money. That's another level of money. Like I was explaining to my daughter this morning. She was like, the Smith children act weird. And I said, okay, that's fair to say that you think that they're weird. I said, but you need to understand something. The Smith children come from a different level of wealth. Will Smith has a shitload of money. I don't even think most people understand how much money Will Smith has. I don't think people really understand how much money Will Smith makes off of making one single movie. I'm not saying this as a slight to Will Smith, not at all. But I'm saying that there are levels to wealth. Like you got Kardashian wealth, and I know you got like the Hiltons wealth. Those are two different levels of wealth. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. And the shit that you see the Kardashians doing, you're not going to see the Hiltons doing. You're not going to see the Hiltons doing. Paris did a lot of crazy shit in her youth. But after a while, Miss Girl stopped. Why? We're a Hilton. We don't do that. We have a different level of money. There's a certain level of class that you are expected to possess when you have certain amounts of money. And then when you have certain amounts of money, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and no one's gonna say nothing. Cause you got shmoney. You get it? I just want to make sure that y'all understand. At some point you get a certain level of money and you can really do whatever the fuck you want to do. Literally. There is no bottom. The world is your oyster. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because you got the money to tell people, fuck you, I do whatever I want to do. That's Elon Musk. He had enough money to buy a presidency. And no one's going to do nothing about it. Why? He's the richest man in the world. So nobody's going to touch it. Nobody's going to touch it. That's what y'all need to understand. You like the Halloween store? Well, listen, what do we do in America to all the other empty buildings that nobody's using? We make them into a spirit Halloween. Might as well do the same thing to Congress. Not like they're doing anything. You know what I mean? Not like Congress is doing anything, right? Right? Not like Congress is not like Congress cares. Right? No, they don't. They don't. So you might as well. You said Spirit Halloween is going to become Spirit Christmas after Halloween. Might as well. Quiet as kept. Can I be honest? I don't want Spirit Christmas. They need to bring back the Christmas tree shops. I was so mad when they closed Christmas tree shops. I used to love that store because you could get all types of shit from the Christmas tree shops, not just Christmas shit. Like they were open all year round, but they sold other things. So I'm annoyed that they closed that, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come up with Spirit Christmas. But you might as well put a big old Spirit banner on fucking Congress because it ain't like they doing shit. It's not like they work. They're not working for the American people. They don't care about what you and I need. Your government's supposed to care about what you need. These people don't. These people don't. Now, I want to remind y'all, don't forget today's Freebie Friday. Come on over to Patreon this morning because I do a free live stream, uncensored over on Patreon. We can talk about what we want, do what we want. We don't have to say things like pew pew and unalive. We don't have to talk like that. Now to my Patreon community, I'm going to follow up with y'all today on that discussion we had yesterday about entertainment on the telephone. Because I want to see how many of y'all did y'all digging. And then we also going to talk some accountability stuff about some money making. We're going to talk some more about saving money because there was some other stuff that I found yesterday to help folks with saving money, especially in this economy. Miss Lola, I got to make sure I put that. I think I put the morning one up, but the one from the day before I failed to put up. I got to put it up there on Patreon. So I'm going to be live over on Patreon at 10 o'clock this morning. Okay? At 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, thank you guys for the 100K likes. I appreciate that. I appreciate it so much. But I'm going to be over there on Patreon at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we can have our unfiltered off the record. Yesterday's conversation was wild, was it not, Zarvis? And the funny thing was, after we talked, I got on the line with my girlfriend because, we do our accountability partnership meetings every day, right? And yeah, I can't. The Patreon is in my profile, Angry Sober. I can't paste it because I would have to close the live and do all that other stuff. But it's the first link in my profile. When you click the link in my profile, it's going to take you to my website. It's the very first link there. And I need to watch American Skin too, dude. Now, to those of you who also like to discuss movies with us, we are having our American Skin movie discussion 7 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. And then I will be on TikTok in the morning baking bread. I'm going to use my bread making machine that I got from the TikTok shop. And y'all going to watch me use that machine. We're going to figure it out together, what we like, what we don't like. And you can make a determination if a bread machine is something you need. It may not be nothing you need. Don't buy what you don't need now. Only get what you need. I'm not encouraging anybody to buy anything they don't need. But if you need a bread maker, or if you're tired of buying $7 bread, you should really think about it. You said politicians should have to go through what the shutdown does. They should, but Josephine, when a shutdown happens, Congress still gets paid. Now, TSA that still has to go to work, the air traffic controllers that still have to go to work, they don't get paid during none of the shutdown. They still have to go to work, but paying them is not considered essential. But it is essential to pay congressmen. Go figure. Must be nice to be a congressperson and not work and still get paid, because the rest of us can't. Thank you so much, The Angry Sober. You're going to enjoy yourself over there this morning. We have a good time. We had a crazy conversation yesterday that you just cannot have on TikTok, because I've tried before and I've gotten flagged on it. That's why they should stop. Oh, stop. I'm going to tell you what will bring America to a complete stop and standstill and force your government to do something if everybody stopped working. Everybody. Every air traffic controller, strike. Now, it's illegal for them to strike. But what they going to do when every airport across America is shut down? What, they going to fire everybody? That shuts down every airport across the entire United States. People need to strike, not go to work. But make it a concerted effort, not go to work. Everybody not pay bills. What are these companies going to do? Take everybody's everything? They can't. It would be too much. It would be too much. They can't do shit. The stock market would absolutely crash. And when Washington moves their ass? When big money people on the stock market get nervous. That's the only time they move their ass. They don't care about you and me. It's when the people with the money that investing on the stock market, that's when Congress does something. That's when the White House is going to do something. If America all did it as a concerted fucking effort, you gotta be strategic in how you do it. You literally gotta stop spending money on shit. You gotta hang on to your money. Don't pay no bills. If you're a person that pay your bills on time all the time, you're gonna have to accept that this gonna be one of them times you ain't gonna pay it. It ain't that you ain't got it. You just ain't gonna pay it. That's how y'all gonna change this shit. Money is the thing that change it. Rich people only care when you fuck with their money. That's it. They don't give a shit about morals and character. Only poor working class people care about morals and character. Rich people don't care about that. Yep. Y'all forgot about what Nepal did with their own government? Yep. Even with Disney. Disney only flipped and bought Jimmy Kimmel back. Why? Because y'all fucked with their money. When you started canceling shit, that fucked with Disney's money. Disney didn't like that. You know why? Because they were going to have to go and explain themselves to their investors. And they don't want that. They don't want to have to explain themselves to their investors while we're slumping on profits. Yep, I canceled mine. Just call me. I canceled mine because I had just gotten Hulu. I had just gotten it. Maybe a couple weeks before. Hadn't even had it a month. So I was able to cancel it before the next month came along. It was like, okay, that's cool for me. Ain't no problem out of me. Shit. If this is what America wants to do and how they want to behave, that's fine. I'll just keep my money. Yep, I got that increase from Disney afterwards about increasing. But just so y'all know, the reason why you got the email when you did, Hulu was already scheduled for an increase. Trust me on this, because they're trying to keep them profits high. It just so happens that Jimmy Kimmel shit went down. It's just bad timing. It was the worst time, to be honest with you. Hulu should have waited on doing that increase. Disney should have waited. But Disney being so greedy and don't want to disappoint their shareholders, they went on ahead and did that shit anyway. They went on ahead and did it anyway. You understand where I'm coming from? That's why Disney did it. They do an increase every year. See, I wouldn't know because like I said, I just got Hulu. Didn't even have it a month. Fuck that. They can keep it. I'm not paying anybody's service that got an increase every year. Fuck you. Because it don't make sense to me, especially when I don't see an improvement. Or when you add a whole bunch of shit I don't even like. Jeff Bezos. Amazon loves to add a whole bunch of things to justify the constant price increases, but there's no justification for paying for that shit. Because you don't need most of that shit that Amazon wants to offer anyway. Because you don't need it. Now, listen, I thank you all for joining me this morning. Listen, we got the 100,000 likes this morning. I appreciate you. We got over 200 shares. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, I'm going to get on TikTok and I'm going to bake some bread with my bread maker. Because I'm tired of paying for $7 bread at the grocery store, not having it. So I'm going to get on here and use that bread maker, and y'all going to see me do it. Any questions you have when I'm using it, be free to ask. If you don't like something about the bread maker, you can say it too. That's fine. We got to be honest about this stuff, right? Because I'm going to be honest in my assessment of doing it. Now, I've been honest up to this point because I'm honest. I'm excited about this bread maker. So I hope it doesn't let me down in the quest to use it tomorrow. Is it going to be that episode from I Love Lucy? I hope not. I hope I'm not like Lucy and Ethel. Y'all remember when they was working in that spot and then Lucy had to start stuffing the stuff in her mouth and in her bra and in her hat? I'm probably going to start about 9 tomorrow morning to give me time to prep. About 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there. Right. Well, watching a bread maker is boring. But watching me attempt to try to use that bread maker without hurting myself, that shit's going to be entertaining. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So we're going to bake some bread and we're going to talk. We just have conversation and just talk while we doing things. We're going to have some story times. We just going to have a good time. We just going to have a good basic time. It's going to be a Trump-free zone tomorrow morning. Okay? Except if something pops in my dome. Outside of that, it's going to be a Trump-free fucking zone tomorrow. Okay? We just talking. We're going to talk about that bread maker in the morning, and then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're talking about the movie American Skin. So join me back on TikTok that evening to talk about that. Okay? All right? I love you guys. Will you be drinking Lucy vitamin water? Probably going to need it because I'm telling you, y'all, this thing better work out for me tomorrow morning. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to send that fucking bread maker back. Listen. I will send it back. Okay? I don't have no problem sending shit back to TikTok Shop. Because TikTok Shop does take things back. Sometimes it'll let you keep it and refund you, but they wouldn't let me do that with a bread maker, that would be fine because if I didn't like it, I wouldn't want it in here anyway. So it's gonna be a good time in the morning. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you. Hey, we're about to do our uncensored live Patreon at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in my bio, so come on over and join us. It's Freebie Friday. Everybody gets to join, no matter who you are. You don't need to be have a paid tier to come on over to Patreon, okay? So I love you. I thank you for joining me this morning. I want you to have a beautiful and blessed day. I might come back on TikTok this afternoon at 5 p.m. I don't know yet, but I might come back this afternoon. We'll see. We'll see. Because I got to get myself ready for this bread shit tomorrow morning. I got to figure out what type of bread I'm going to bake. I haven't selected a recipe yet. So I need to do that too. Because I'm thinking about doing cinnamon raisin bread. Because I love cinnamon raisin bread. Because then you can make French toast, cinnamon raisin French toast. They had my mouth watering like Wendy Williams. So I don't know yet. I got to figure it out. So I'm going to figure it out for in the morning. But I love you guys. I'll see you at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Patreon. Link is in my bio. Before I leave, I want to give a shout out to my top 5 gifters, right? I thank you all for being here, but I always do this every live. Number 1, beautiful Miss Lola. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 2, beautiful Stacy D. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, beautiful Kiana Black. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number 4, Miss Beautiful Miss Weaver. Thank you so much, beautiful. I love y'all. I love the avatar, I love that. And number 5, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you so much, handsome. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Lori. Thank you, beautiful. Listen, thank you to any mods that were helping me here this morning. Don't forget, I'm about to be over in my Uncensored Live, over on Freebie Friday, over on Patreon. Don't cost you a thing to come over and be a part of it. We have a great time together. I will see you at 10 a.m. over there. I love you. And I'm going to tell you like I always tell you. Don't you let nobody live rent free in your head. Don't feed no trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Not Vita Vita Measurement. Listen, that's going to be me tomorrow morning. That's going to be me tomorrow morning. I already know. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll see you at 10 o'clock over on Patreon. Peace. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.